Telltale Heart, an inside look at the mind of the Madman. We've come here today to the house where the Madman lived, where the murder supposedly took place. Murder supposedly took place. The body should have been cut up and buried underneath these very floors. As you can see, the floors have been refurbished since then, but let's see if we can take a look underneath them.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We're cutting over the floor.
Well, that floor cost me $1,500. I'm not gonna let you cut something like that up.
$1,500? It's an awfully lousy floor for $1,500.
I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this floor. I'm not gonna let you ruin my life's work.
Well, you could take your $1,500 and shove it up your floor.
Well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to cut up this floor, but in any case, this is where the body was buried, and this is where the Madman was caught. Following the events recorded in his tragic tale, A Telltale Heart, the Madman was put on trial for first-degree murder, and against his own will, found not guilty by reason of insanity. Afterwards, he was brought here, the Raven Home, for the paranoid, mentally handicapped, and otherwise insane. Today, to seek out the director of this fine institution so that I can find out just a little bit more about what happened after the story. The story behind and a little bit after this story, if you will. Tell me, what is it like having the Madman here?
Well, normally he's very quiet and private to himself. But sometimes he gets out of line. We have our ways of dealing with him when he does that.
And what do you do when he misbehaves?
Well, we put a picture of a blind man up in his room. I have never heard a man cuss so much.
The events surrounding the tragic tale of the Madman, we now come to the moment you've all been waiting for. A face-to-face interview with the Madman himself. The Madman. Oh, in case you were wondering, the Madman didn't feel comfortable in the asylum lobby. But the Madman did feel comfortable in the asylum bathroom. So it is here that we conduct our interview of the Madman. Okay, and thank you for coming to the interview. I said good day and thank you for coming to the interview.
Oh, yes, a pleasure to be here.
What are you looking for?
My heartbeat, of course.
The heartbeat, you say?
Yes. That heartbeat, that beat that sounds like a pocket watch enveloped in cotton. Why are you asking me anyway? Can't you not hear it?
How many times do you hear the heartbeat?
Whenever I see his eagle eye, it seems that he is stalking me. I must not have killed him. He is following me, trying to drive me mad, but I will not let him.
Where is he right now?
He is somewhere. There is no doubt of that. Perhaps a hidden compartment in the wall, or... No, not in the bathroom stall.
Right. Anyway, what is it like in this asylum?
Terrible for a smart and sane man such as me. No matter how much I try to convince them otherwise, they still believe me to be mad. Only an idiot would believe that a man such as me would be insane.
Why do you believe that you are not insane?
you not read my story? It was all put in there. Everything I did is in there. I told you how carefully I executed my plan, how well I thought it out. If he hadn't revealed it, I would still be at home, and no one would have suspected a thing.
Okay then, another question. If you loved the old man, why did you kill him?
Tried to.
What?
I tried to kill him, but obviously it didn't work because his heart is still beating, and no one's heart could still be beating if they were dead now.
Just answer the question.
I already told you.
Huh?
I said I already told you. It was in the story.
Could you tell us why anyway?
No, because I told you already.
Could you please repeat it then?
Fine, but I told you already.
Just get on with it.
Okay. I killed him because of the eye.
The eye?
Yes, the eagle eye. I told you about it in the beginning.
Oh, you mean like this?
What the heck? You brought him here with you? You're working with him. You tried to make me go mad. Well, it won't work, you.
More of a human perspective to this story. We have come to the grave of the victim of this murder. A man who loved his family, his children, his country, daffodils, cheese whiz, whipped cream in a can, flowers, birds, the sound of nails on a chalkboard, grass growing up in the lawns that has to be mowed, pulling up dandelions, weeding gardens, living in a city like no other city, a man who had a heart and a soul like no other man has ever had, a man who climbed trees as a young boy, a man who once went on a date with Howard Stern, a man who lives in the African savannah for half of his life, a man who had an eye like no other eye, an eagle eye, with which he saw visions of